Hey friends! So today's video is going to be a little bit more of a chill, kind of chit-chat, get ready with me vibe, and I have some new makeup that I want to play with that I got last month. This month of me filming this, last month of you seeing this. I got the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette. It's the first Lunar Beauty product I've ever bought, I've ever tried, and so far I really enjoy it. So I'm going to be playing with this. I do have other videos planned about Christmas movies. Multiple videos about Christmas movies. We're just gonna play with some makeup and talk about some of my favorite Christmas TV episodes, like Christmas TV specials. Like, I love Christmas movies, don't get me wrong, but something about like Christmas special, like Christmas episodes of comedies, my favorite. So let's just get started with some makeups. Oh, my bag is way too full. Also, the girls are out tonight, but you know, they're also in because pandemic, am I right? Sometimes I'm just a lot better at talking about things when I'm focused on something else, as I'm like searching for my brush. When I'm focused on something else, sometimes I'm just better at talking about it. But, yeah, I have no idea what day I'm putting this up. The only days I really have planned are collabs. Like, the other days I have like general ideas, but pretty much I'm just like winging it as far as what videos are going on what day. I don't really know. I was trying to think about Christmas TV iconic moments, and like the first things that came to mind honestly were some of the Lonely Island sketches on Saturday Night Live when Andy Samberg first kind of joined the cast. Andy Samberg as a cast member, and then Yorma and Akiva as writers. I feel like a lot of these posts online where it's like, this is the cultural reset. It was like, really, Lazy Sunday and Dick in a Box, all of that was kind of like, I want to say a cultural reset, but like, I don't know. Definitely Saturday Night Live, that was one thing that happened for the better because, oh my god, the digital shorts, unmatched. Unmatched. I feel like the only people who could maybe make something like the digital shorts now are Kyle and Beck, because they had Good Neighbor before, but Saturday Night Live doesn't let Kyle do anything. Like, all of his fucking bits get like cut for time. It's very annoying.
Come on, Benjels! Get loose!
Anyway, also, if you can't tell, I got a brow cut in my brow earlier. You know, I felt like being like an edgy gamer. My eyebrows are looking fierce. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do? Do I want to do an all cool toned?
Cool tone look?
I think I'm going to do that because I haven't done that a lot. I'm going to use Smoke, which is this color right here. So another favorite TV episode, Christmas episode I've been watching a lot of New Girl during quarantine. Don't ask me why. It's just one of my feel-good shows. Truly. Before Schitt's Creek, I feel like New Girl was like the feel-good show for me. Because before I started watching New Girl, I was really into like more intense dramas, like Grey's Anatomy was my shit until they killed off George and then gave Izzy the weirdest write-off in history. I was like, damn, Shonda is taking no prisoners. So before New Girl, like Grey's Anatomy was like my TV lifeblood. And then I found New Girl and it was just like a fun old romp. I saw someone post on Twitter the other day where it's like Nick, Coach, Winston, and Schmidt, and it was like, who would you pick? And I'm like, honestly, I'd make out with all of them. Like, they all have their own merits. Nick Miller, like, Nick Miller is truly all of us in 2020. There's so many quotes that Nick Miller says that are just so relevant to so many situations. You treat outside wounds with rubbing alcohol. You treat inside wounds with drinking alcohol. It's science. Like, I love New Girl so much. They have so many holiday episodes of things. They do like New Year's type episodes. They've done Thanksgiving episodes, Halloween episodes. They did the random episode where Prince was there. LA Xmas is one of my faves when they're all like flying out for Christmas, and Jess was dating Ryan. I was like, I remember his last name. It was Goes in You. Ryan. She was dating Ryan at the time. He was like in London and she was like going to visit his family, and then none of them could get on the plane, and they all were trying to like figure out different ways to get places. And then Jess finally goes to England, and then we find out that Ryan had flown back to LA, and it's just like it takes place entirely in an airport, and it's just one of those kind of like standalone episodes that like metaphorically and physically is kind of self-contained because it's in an airport. So now I'm gonna take Lagoon, this bluey shade, put that in the outer corner third. I will say, like, getting this palette, like, yes, there are 5 neutral transition shades or deepening shades in the middle. However, the tones that they put in this palette really make sense with the kind of like sparkly goldy tones and these blues. Like this here is great with any of these colors. This is also really good. This is a really good kind of neutral brown. So it's a palette that makes sense, and I am thoroughly impressed. Almost bought the Moonspell thing last year when Lunar put it out, and then I almost bought the blush palette, but I decided against it. But this was something that, like, while some of these like transition-y shades, these mattes in here, are duplicates of what I already have, they're colors I use all the time, almost every time I do my makeup. So it like makes sense to have duplicates of those shades, as long as there's other shades that are like really special to your collection, you know? Like that's kind of my thought process, where it's like, yes, if this is a shade that I'm going to use a lot of, no matter kind of the look, like having some sort of neutral transition shade, I kind of always use it. And here it really makes sense, even with the blues. And these blues are really nice. They're like more kind of like they're saturated, but they're not super bright, if that makes sense. It has more of a gray undertone for the blue. Very pretty, very pretty. And these shimmers in here are kind of awesome too. So we have LAX Miss New Girl. Seriously, tell me in the comments what your favorite like Christmas episodes of TV shows are. I looked up a list where it's like best Christmas episodes of TV shows or like iconic ones, and I was trying to think. I'm like, well, there was the Christmas episode, like the Christmas episode of the OC, but I haven't watched that in like 2 decades at this point. Maybe not 2 decades, like maybe 16, 17 years. New Girl is up there with me for sure, as well as The Office. But I've gotten Josh to watch all of these multiple times too. But one that I really, really like, Bob's Burgers always does holidays well. Oh my God. Like the Christmas one where they had the mannequin in the window and the guy was making like the different scenes every day. I don't remember the name of that episode, but Christmas in the Car is also really good, where they're like trying to go find a tree. I'm going to do Starry-Eyed. This color here. I really love this color. But in Bob's Burgers, the episode opens up with Linda putting up their tree like the day after Halloween. So it's like way too early, and then the tree dies. And then they have to go get a new tree. Like literally on Christmas Eve. It very much reminds me of Christmas Vacation, in that it's just like Christmas hijinks where the family is going out in a car and trying to do something too late, and then it just is a weird time. They're going to get their tree, and this guy in a semi-truck, like, starts following them, and they start freaking out, and they're like, we're gonna die out here, we're gonna freeze.
That candy cane truck is trying to kill us! That's what I've been saying!
We don't listen to you!
And it's just a weird time, and then they find out that it's just this sad guy in a semi-truck, and he's like very short, but it's just, oh, I love Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers so much. And I'm gonna put a little bit of adamantium. I really hope Manny doesn't get in trouble with this. I hope this color is not like, the name isn't copywritten. That would suck. I don't think it is, but something about these shimmers, okay? I love shimmer. I love shimmer a lot. Something about these, they're like not super, I don't want to say they're not smooth, because they are smooth, but I feel like the shimmer particles are more kind of like flaky. And so it gives it this really cool, like, I don't know, like brushed metal texture. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. What are some of your favorite Christmas specials? Like I said, I will be doing more Christmassy movie type videos that I'm pretty stoked about. Not gonna lie. See, now my problem is that, like, I don't have an eyeliner that works on, will this work? Let's see.
3 hours later.
I need an eyeliner pencil sharpener. Another thing that I have planned later on in the month is all about, it's like a tag video. But there are other Christmas traditions we do normally in our household. It's not like obviously happening this year because, you know, normally what we would do is watch Christmas Vacation, Elf, The Ref. Sometimes It's a Wonderful Life if my mom is feeling up for it. She's the one that really loves it. Like, we like it too, but it's a classic, so it's definitely my mom's movie. Normally we open presents for the most part on Christmas Eve because I think that's just a Norwegian thing. Like, it's a very Norwegian Lutheran thing to have, like, most of your family celebration on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day. So we do most of our, like, gift exchange stuff on Christmas Eve, and then would go to my dad's family's home on Christmas Day to do, like, a more kind of white elephant thing. Obviously, this year it's not happening. We would always have, like, the most random kind of collection of foods, though, because my aunt insists on making lutefisk every year for some reason. I have another aunt who, her family is from Thailand, and so she's Thai, and she makes this, like, really good papaya salad and egg rolls and sticky rice. So we always have just, like, the most random collection of foods on Christmas. Obviously, like, my sister and my mom can't eat, like, a decent amount of it because it's made with, like, gluten and stuff. Potatoes, barbecue pork, and we exchange the gifts, and then it's usually like Seahawks gifts and Crown Royal, which is hysterical because I hate Crown Royal. I love whiskey,
but not Crown Royal.
I think I actually want to use a blush that's in this. I haven't done that in a while. I think I'm going to use this one, or like these two kind of mixed together. I want to try and get more use out of this palette specifically because I use it all the time, and I basically only use it for contour these days. Sometimes bronzer if I'm feeling up for it. Obviously, we do our makeup for ourselves, but also putting a mask on over makeup is kind of the most annoying thing ever. Do I want to put on freckles today? I kind of want to do freckles. Right. What we usually do, like I said, we are quite Norwegian, and we have lots of random recipes of things. My grandmother, when we were kids, she would make a lefse every year. We learned how to make it. My mom inherited all of the equipment because you need like fancy equipment for that shit because it's like a whole ass process. If you've ever made lefse, you know the struggle. It's like, oh, you're gonna boil the potatoes, then you're gonna rice the potatoes, then you're just gonna leave them sitting for a day, and then you're gonna rice them again, and then you're gonna make the dough. Okay, like it's a very long process, but we do it every year because it is tradition. Julian Solomita made lefse, I think it was last year on his channel, and boy, failed miserably. He kept adding flour, and I'm like, yeah, no wonder it's like crunchy and burned and dry.
You kept adding flour, my guy.
Did not mean to make that rhyme. It's a process, and you need like special equipment and stuff. Technically, these are like potato, well, I say thin potato flatbread is what I used to, or what I like to call it. This video started out one way and then kind of veered off very quickly. I like had an idea and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about my favorite like TV specials, and then like I forgot the beginning of like all of them, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna keep talking about just like Christmas traditions, you know. Who needs structure, am I right? Me trying to stay on a structure, on a schedule for Vlogmas. I hope you're enjoying it so far, though. This video, I think, will be like, I don't know what day it'll be. Maybe the 12th, the 13th, something. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what are some of your favorite Christmas, like, TV episodes, so I can have another thing to, like, fill the void once they freaking take The Office off Netflix. Like, I get a lot of people don't like it. I get that sometimes it's overrated. Like, it is technically overrated, but it's fun. It's a comfort show. That's another comfort show because it's just something that I know so well at this point. It just makes me laugh. Certain episodes, I'll say certain episodes are comfort episodes, like Dinner Party. Dinner Party is a classic. Dinner Party is a fucking classic, iconic masterpiece. It will be funny no matter how many times we watch it. Yeah, I think that works. That's cute. I like that. I like this product. Is that gonna go in my favorites this year? It might. All right, I'm gonna do mascara before highlighter because I feel like it. Yeah, I really like this palette. I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I rarely see a new release these days and get like really excited. The way that when I saw this palette and I'm like, oh shit, like that's really pretty. Pleasantly surprised by a release in 2020? We don't know her. Who is that? Never met her before. This highlighter, so good. I keep using it for my inner corner too. Like, I don't even use any, like, nothing else. I've only been using this for my inner corner. So pretty. And I feel like the contrast actually works really well with this look, you know? I think this is a strawberry icing lip gloss from Midas. Tastes like Bonnie Bell lip smackers and I like it. So yeah, I literally have no idea what happened with this video. I was planning on just like really deep diving on TV things and then I just veered off. But you know, sometimes that just happens. Ain't that the story of 2020? Am I right? Today's song of the day, let's see. Let me see what song we could talk about today. Okay, well, I went through my Spotify Wrapped recently. Obviously, everybody did who has Spotify. And I have like a love-hate relationship with Spotify in that I really like using it in my car. I really like using it on my phone. And when I'm at work, I don't use it at home because I have records here. And usually when I'm on the computer, I'm either playing a game or editing a video or watching YouTube videos. So I don't necessarily have a need for Spotify at home. I use it to create playlists. I think it's a really good resource for artists to really get more eyes. But I also realize that Spotify is like kind of one of the worst when it comes to just paying artists what they're worth. And so I always encourage people, like, if you find an artist that you like on Spotify, like, go find their website and like buy their music or buy some merch, or like if they have a Bandcamp, like go buy their music on Bandcamp. Like, I buy physical records whenever I can, and most of the music that I listened to last year was stuff that I already owned on vinyl. So, but I went through my Spotify Wrapped. I talked about it on my Twitch stream a couple weeks ago. You should go check me out on Twitch. I stream a couple times a week. It was actually a really fun time. Today's song of the day is Not Dead Yet from Jakey, aka Naked Jakey, here on YouTube and Twitch. He's a YouTuber as well. He's a content creator, but he also makes music, and I really like kind of like went in on all his music early on in the year, and that's kind of where these stats came from, because I was like, did I listen to that song that many times? Yeah. So yeah, Not Dead Yet from Jakey is your song of the day. I don't know why I had to give that detailed of a description about my song of the day, but like, my Spotify Wrapped list will be in the description down below too if you feel like it. So yeah, that's your song of the day, Not Dead Yet by Jakey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I realized it was probably a very weird like intermission of like nonsense this month, but sometimes, like I said, you just need a little bit of just chit chat and nonsense. I hope you guys are all having a great day. If you want to see more of my content, especially for the rest of the month, please subscribe. That would be awesome. Let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorite like Christmas specials of TV shows are. Okay, hope you guys are having a good week. Please stay safe, wear your mask, stay home, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.